This actor can be intense. You may recognize him, Eric Martinez, from shows like Better Call Saul. But right now, he is not on the screen. He's traveling the country, real life, motivating students with a really important message. This morning, he's here in the Valley, tackling some tough topics from bullying to domestic violence. And Eric's in studio with us now. Before an appearance over at a college, you're going to be at Gateway Washington campus later this morning.
Yes.
So thanks so much for being here.
Thank you very much for having me.
I was just talking to you in the commercial break about how this got going. I mean, you're pursuing your acting career, but you get an opportunity to speak in front of people, and you speak from the heart, and here we are today.
Yes, yes, absolutely. You know, for me, like I was telling you earlier, I've always wanted to use my platform for good, and I believe it's a responsibility. I mean, there's so many people out there who have these kind of platforms, and they don't, you know, when the camera's on, they're really good, but the camera turns off, they don't want nothing to do with, you know, communities or public, and I'm just not one of those people. I love being able to spread the word of positivity and motivation. I love being able to talk to students nationwide. I love the fact that my career allows me to do that. And, you know, so I love Arizona, to be honest with you. I love Phoenix, I love Scottsdale, Tucson. I love Arizona.
Well, thank you. We love having you here. So you were telling me that you grew up experiencing the sense of bullying, and also in a household with domestic violence.
Yes, yes.
So oftentimes we hear that these behaviors replicate themselves generation to generation because kids are living scared, and this is all that they learn and see. How do you shift that narrative and find yourself where you are today? Well,
you know, for me, it was I knew early on I had to break my own cycle. And I didn't want to be a victim of my own circumstances. There was a time when I was growing up where I felt like it was never going to get any better. I felt like this was going to be the way my life was, and I didn't want to duplicate that into my children, into my family, and my future family back then. So I just decided, I said, that's it, you know, no more. And for me, it was no more. I was tired of walking around afraid. I was tired of being scared. And my biggest thing today, what I tell, whether it be elementary school, middle school, teenagers, or even adults, communication is key. Talk to people, you know, let people know that you're hurting. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to tell people you need help. And that was the biggest thing for me. I was always afraid to tell people what was going on. You know, when I was getting bullied in school, people didn't know I was also suffering from domestic violence. So for me, I had to finally speak up. And I needed to use my voice, and that's what I encourage kids to do across this whole country.
And it's such an important conversation because the secrecy and the silence that's part of the shame is what enables those abusers to continue.
Right, right. Well, you know, and the thing is that because nobody wants to be looked at as a coward. Nobody. Nobody wants to be looked at as weak. For me, the importance of my message is be who you are, and it's okay. It's okay to ask for help. Most people don't ever want to ask for help, and my message is ask for help. Communicate. I tell parents, talk to your children. Talk to your kids. There's so many kids. Listen, social media makes it easy. There's so many kids this day and age who are, and unfortunately, because of the platform that I have, I get messages in my Facebook and Instagram DMs all the time of parents reaching out that it's too late. It's too late. They found letters, or they found their children, and it's too late. Get in your kids' business. Talk to them. Look at their phones. Don't be afraid. You know, communication is key. They may not understand it at the time, but I tell people all the time, don't be reactive. Be proactive. Don't wait till something happens for you to go, oh, maybe we should have paid attention to this.
Right, and I think when kids are struggling, they shut down in their communication with their parents, and so you're getting everything's fine. You have to learn more, and you can't keep your head in the sand about that. Their lives are on the line in some cases.
Right, absolutely. Well, you know, it's like they say, sometimes the people who are smiling the most are hurting the most. And, you know, and for me, I just find that, just being a kind individual, in general, just be kind to people. It's not hard, you know. Being hateful and mean to someone who's on their last leg could cost you everything. Being kind doesn't cost you anything.
Well, Eric, thank you so much for visiting with us and also for the work that you're doing. And I think from a cool, tough, potentially, guy on screen like you, that message is even more impactful because kindness is cool.
No,
right?
Absolutely, and I hope everybody comes out to Gateway, Community College today to hear me speak. I'm excited to meet everybody, and it's going to be a good time.
Oh, great! Well, the information is there on your screen, starting at 10:30 this morning, so you sure have time to head out the door and join him. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Gina.